Hi, it's about time to read Chapter 2 from Volume 1 of the Curious Children book series by Susan MeeLing. I wrote it, also known as Reverend Susan MeeLing or Reverend MeeLing for children, though I have a couple other nicknames. Chapter 2, Questions for You. The older woman of the house opened the door, hearing the children's steps onto the stairs, excited to discuss all about the day with each and every one, as well as many of their cares. The older man stood next to the woman, and both had a smile. Though you were gone just for school, it felt like such a long while. Embracing clasps around with love and compassion flowed throughout everyone. Both also gave hugs and kisses, while all spoke in their native tongue. Both of the two children began chattering about their individual days. The adults were trying to understand both youth speak in their own expressions and own ways. Seraphina and Marshall, the girl and the boy, were happy to be home from school. They both spoke so quickly, both started to uncontrollably drool. Taking Seraphina into one room and Marshall into the other, the two adults spoke separately to learn of the days individually from the sister and brother. Marshall spoke with the male as the woman spoke with Seraphina in separate rooms. One spoke of music class and the other spoke of the classes, studying the moon. Talking of the other parts of the day at school before switching to the other to speak, mutually the children remembered to finally take their shoes off of their feet. Irreversibly feeling at home from outside and needing to keep the house tidy, the children knew not to treat the rules of the house lightly. Running to the entrance to put their sneakers away in their proper spot, the two adolescents continued to speak a lot. Enthusiastic to be home to eat their healthy snack before asking about the weekend plans, the female handed a stack of platters with everyone's snacks to the man. Placing a plate in front of each person in the kitchen area table, the two began discussing class, reading various types of a story time fable. Innocently looking to each of the adults, one child asked, "Why would staff members argue about what family is, or why are some considered to be last?" The other inquired, "Why did one adult tell the other some kids do not have a true family? Why, just because there is not a similar relation on a money tree? How can one adult tell another to ignore one family over another one? How can one tell someone else's family how things should be done? What is the difference between two mommies or daddies or one of each? Is the love of a family more important to define and claim perfection, to preach? Why do so many seem to care about how a real family is made? Why did some adults say certain families should be forbade? What was the purpose for the adults about the term family to argue and fight? How can anyone know if a parent can love their kids all throughout the day and night? Why is the word family okay for one, but not for another? Why do some kids have one, many, or no sister or no brother? How can one adult tell another a family is not a family by definition? What is and why are some not? Because of the adult's personal lack of recognition. Who chooses if the people raising a family are young or are old? If not within the family every moment, what truth from outside can sincerely be told? Why does it matter so much what the staff members think when they are discussing families further over an adult flavored drink? What is a legal guardian compared to a mom, dad, and family? What is the difference? Please help us to see. Who decides whether or not a family is genuine or true? Please explain to us to understand. This we ask of you. Serafina and Marshall rotated who asked and who spoke. Both of the adults were hesitant to drink their juice after one choke. The children expressing their desires to understand the real meaning of the word family. The two adults taught them to think and researched for themselves, to learn and to see. That's the end of chapter 2 of volume 1 of the Curious Children's book series by me, the one, Reverend Susan MeeLing, or Reverend MeeLing, or Susan MeeLing. Just like some of you children have a few different nicknames depending on who your friends are, I have a few different nicknames too. Subscribe and share with all your friends.